Hi, Gaita.
Hi. You guys are ready for today?
I believe we succeeded with the configuration, so yes, we are.
Okay. So whenever you guys are okay, the group is ready to present. You can start. Okay. I'm just here monitoring, and yeah. So you can at 5:15, right? When you guys are ready, you can start. At least today, if you guys can do the configuration, that's the most important, part. When you can complete the remaining one.
All right, no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
configuring data guard on 2 servers. And I already have a script ready for that. So so we don't waste time, I already created a database via WinSCP, not WinSCP, VNC. So DBCA. Okay. Set the cache profile. I'll do the same thing here. Okay. Someone is writing on the screen. Not sure why. Okay, so the first thing you need to do to configure, you have to prepare your database, your primary database. And first you have to enable the false login. So let me just set my environment. And connect to SQL. Okay, so I want to check the open mode, the state of the database is open. I want to see if the forced login is enabled or not. So it is not, so now I just want to enable it. And then I want to check if that worked. So it did work. So the next thing I'll want to do is, if the database is not already in archive log mode, I'll have to put in archive log mode, and to check, I'll just do like archive log list. So it is enabled. Now I have to add the standby redo logs. First, I want to set my page size. And the column member is pretty large, so I am setting it to 40. So this shows me my redos. So I have 1, 2, 3. Shows me the size, the group number. So I would like to add 4 redos and they all have to be the same size. So I'll just do this at the same time. Oh, geez. Okay, I didn't add anything. Good. I have to edit my script. Right, looks good. So one, two, three, 4. And then I just want to see what I did. So as you can see, I have 4 standbys and I have 3 online redos. And this command, I think, is going to show me the size as well. Oh yeah, they're all the same size. Well, that's just for the redos. And it looks like it's the same size as these. So next thing I have to do is I have to edit my P file. So just set the necessary parameters. I want to show parameter P file is going to tell me which if the instance started with the P file or the SP file. So from here, we see that there is a value. So it started with the SP file. So I want to create the P file because I need to edit it. All right, so now I'm just specifying the DB unique name. And then so the archive log config, it enables and disables the sending of redo logs to remote destination. So I am going to alter this. And then, so my log file, log archive destination 1, I do not have this directory, so I have to create it or it will not work. So I'm just gonna execute. I could have just done exclamation, but okay. So this is for the primary database, the location,
Anita?
the archive log. Yep.
Quick question.
Yes.
See, please, where I'm seeing you creating a directory like, are you creating the directory in the standby or in the?
This is not the standby. This is the
That's primary.
Primary.
the primary, because this is the location for the primary.
Okay.
Now I want to do this for the second one. Okay, so this is to enable the destination. So I guess to enable it, yeah. And this is for the second one. And this parameter just specifies the format that you want your archive logs to have. So this specifies the maximum number of archival processes that you want to have. And then this enables you to be able to log in to log in with the password file. Okay, so these two parameters, the file client and the file server, these are necessary in case of failover or switchovers. So for the primary database, the file server should be the standby. While in the other P file for the standby database, I'm going to switch it over. Okay, so I think this parameter, it just enables the changes to be made. So in case you drop a file or you create a file, the change is going to reflect in the standby. Okay, so for this one, I'm just specifying my listener name. My listener name is listener2. And then because both databases are gonna have the same name, this is optional. So you need the DB file name convert and the log file name convert if you have like databases with different names or the directory structure is gonna be different. So in this case, I do not need it. And now, because some of these were scoped to SP file, I want to go ahead and create my P file from SP file. So it reflects in the P file as well. All right, so now I just exit here. And I want to see the changes that I made.
Quick question, please.
My DB, yes.
You say we don't need the DB file name convert.
Yes, I don't. In this case, because both my databases have the same name.
Both the primary and the standby.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So the DB unique name is just going to stay as it is. And then the for server is specified here. The listener is specified. This is specified. And then enabled. Yeah. Now I want to go to that directory because I want to transfer it to the other database, to the other server. So I am going to transfer this and where is it? And this file. All right, and step number 3 is optional. I already have a password file, so I don't need that. So this is what I'm going to use, this command I'm going to use to copy. I already know that this server has the same Oracle home as me, so I already specified it in here. But even if I wasn't sure, I could go in there and just echo the Oracle home and it will show me the path. Okay, so now it's asking me for the password. As from now, I think I am going to start working on the standby server. All right, so I set the environment already. And then I guess we want to go see if it actually copied. And then, so yes, where is it?
No.
So I have it here and here. But why is it like that? Sorry. I'm just wondering why they have the colors there.
I don't think it's a problem, Anita.
Yeah, okay,
No, I don't think it's a problem.
okay, cool. I have my files now. I want to create the relevant directories. So I definitely need my ADOM. And I need the FRA because, oh yeah, because my archive log des1 is in FRA. I need my Oradata/gold because I think my redo, one of my control files is going to go there. And also my data files will go in there. I need my FRA because the other control file is going to go there. Okay, now I want to edit the etc/oratab. I am more comfortable doing it in WinSCP.
Anita, just type O, letter O, and then you pop up.
Okay, I got it here. All right, so I'll just copy it from here. Okay, just verify. Looks good to me. So save. Next step. Edit network files. So I have to edit my TNS names and my listener. All right, so all right, so I will here it specifies the listener, the other server listener, but I also have to add I have to add 2 entries here. So one for this database and one for the production database. So I'll just go ahead and copy this. And then I want to edit it. So the name for the primary is going to be gold. As well as the SID. And for the standby, the DB unique name is going to be gold. So that's the way I'm going to differentiate them, gold STD. But the SID will remain gold. Yeah. Okay, now I move on to the TNS names. And this is the same thing. I should have an entry for, actually no. So I'll go ahead and copy these. And just edit it. So this is the standby database. So this database. And then as you see, the host and the port are different.
Anita, I think you have typo.
The I.
Oh,
Typo.
thank you. Yeah, thank you. And then this will be for the primary.
Anita,
Yes.
may I see your TNS name again, please?
Okay. Yeah, I think number is okay.
No, your listener. No, your listener.
Okay. We good?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right. All right, so while we're here, I also added this. For some reason, I figured I at least I noticed that I have to also add this parameter. So disable, what is it called? Out of band break. I have to add this to the SQLNet file, or else once I go to do the duplicate, it is gonna hang on the restore control file command. So you have to put this right here in the standby database. So this is it right here. Next. Now I have to do the same thing for my primary database.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mute yourself.
All right, so am I muted? Okay, so here, because this is the primary database, yeah, you can hear me. So because this is the primary database, in this case, I just have to add one entry. So it's gonna be this one. And then just edit. So right here, I am going to put gold. Okay, and save it. And then TNS names. I already have an entry for gold. So I already have this entry for the first gold. I'm just gonna add one for the standby database. So I'll just copy this. Okay. All right, so I think I should test it now to see that they work. Oh. Okay, well, it's asking me, let me create the B file. At least start the database. Okay. So I want to specify what P file I want the database to start with. Oh, okay. I did not edit my P file for the. So I definitely have to edit my P file for the standby. Mm. So to edit this, I have to change the DB unique name for first. It's gonna be STB. And then I have to interchange this. So this is gonna be gold and this is gonna be STB. And the listener on this server is listener 3. Okay, I think that's all I need to change. Now I'm gonna try again. Okay, and I want to create the P file, the SP file from the specified P file. Actually, I think I can just say create SP file. Okay, so now I want to make sure that my listener is listening and everything is fine. The listener name on this server is listener 3. All right, so now I want to check the status. All right, now I have to investigate, and I'm supposed to see 2 service names with gold. No, 2 instances with gold, 1 service name with gold STB, and 1 service name with gold. So this service is for the primary database as well as this instance, and then this service is for this database, the standby database, as well as this instance.
Anita,
Yes.
1 second, please. Sam, on which of those names do you want record?
The what? Come again? You're breaking.
Some name do you want record? Oh my God.
I can't hear you. Okay, so I want to turn it. So this passed, the listener passed. So I want to do TNS ping. So here we see the primary database, we see the host, and we see the port. And then I want to TNS ping this database. And we have the host, which is different, and we have the port, which is different as well. Now we do the same thing on the other database. listener on this database is listener, which database? Listener 2. Okay, so same thing here. I should have service name, instance name, service name, instance name. So this one too is good. Okay. So this is the primary database. And this is the standby. Okay. I think that this, okay, let me see if it's already, I feel like it's already in no mount state. So let me just check. Okay, database not mounted. So I want to go ahead and do the duplication.
You want the database to be in the mounted state or what?
No mount. I
No.
don't want it mounted.
Okay.
Yeah. So Arman target, password, yes, system password at this database and specify the auxiliary database. And then you have to specify the DB unique name for the auxiliary database. Okay, so database is not mounted. Now I just want to go ahead and duplicate. Target database for standby from active database, no file name check.
Good job, Anita. It seems to be working.
Yep, trust me, I put a lot of work in this.
I'm proud of you. I'm going to say it's good though until it's finished.
I know, right? Well, it says the duplication is finished, so we can go and check on the standby database. Okay, so it's supposed to be mounted. So it's mounted. And we see the instance name is also gold, as well as the primary database. Now I want to enable the MRP. So this one is for real time. Yeah, let me try to do it again. It's okay, database author. So let's see if it's in sync. What did I do?
Just go back to your standby and copy the sentence and paste it back there.
It's fine. I'm not going to save it. That's fine. Okay, so select this. You want to see the state, the name, the state of the database, the role. So here you on this database role, you see it's a physical standby. And then here you see that it's the primary. Archive log list to see the sequence. What do we do logs? So we have 10. If we do archive log list here, you should have 0. So what I want to do is just select process status sequence number from VDOLR managed standby. And what we're interested here is the MRP. Normally it should say, it should say real time, I think. I don't know. But let's see if the log switches work.
Just paste, Anita, is gonna take.
Hmm? All right, so let's see. Archive log list. So we see that the sequence changed. And now let's see if it's in sync. It is not. So this is where I failed. I do not know how to, what to do here. So if anyone got to this point to validating that it's in sync, if you could please assist me.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought you did it last time.
He did it last time?
Yeah, he did that. He did that on the last.
Yeah, he did something last time.
In the morning class.
Anita, what was the question again?
I am trying to, for some reason, it's not in sync, as in the log sequence is not changing when I do a log switch.
Okay, so this is your standby or your primary, the one in front of.
Okay.
That's the standby.
Standby is on the left. No, primary is on the left, standby is on the right.
Okay, the one with the black is the primary. Do the same archive log list. Archive log list for the standby. Let's see the logs.
It's going to be 0. Oh, I should do this instead.
Okay, it's obvious they are receiving the archive log, but they are not. It's not applying it. The the MRP process is not applying it. I'm sure there is a sequence you need to run. You need to put the let me see if I can send it to you real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Anita, do you have to open the standby database? Guys, it seems like it's closed.
No, it
That's
should remain
mounted.
on mount state.
Okay. Even when you check in the logs?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, when the database is in mount state, it can't apply, but it can receive it. You know that, right?
Yes.
Yes. So the script I will send you, it contains a process where you have to put the database in. You have to shut it down. You put it out. You put it to read only, and you run the script. You run the sequence.
That's why you go. That means like you go bring the standby go be active data guard.
Not like you are not active. You are just putting it read only mode.
But when you go bring the standby to the read only mode, that's why you bring this on active data guard.
But did anyone get to this
Is
point?
Is Mr. Gaetan around? Gaetan? Is he here?
It seems like he's not here. Nope. I don't see him. Oh, yeah, I see him. He's around.
Because you,
yeah, he's around.
Okay, Anita, let me send it real quick.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Gaetan. Anita is almost done, but we are just stuck in one point. I don't know if you can help. You mentioned it in the last class, but it was in the morning class.
Mention what, please?
When the primary database and the standby are not in sync, when we want to verify if they are in sync using the archive log list. So she tried to switch the log file, but it doesn't respond to the standby.
Yeah, that means it's not working. That is not working. So we have to figure out why logs cannot move from the primary to the standby, right? That's part of the configuration. Okay, so what I shown was something that was already working. So this is, she's using the right command to verify, but somewhere in the parameters, things are not working. So that's why you guys have to check which log file you have to check in order to see which part of the configuration is not working. I showed that one to anyone. I don't remember.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
So that will have to do with one of the log archive desks. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask Gaetan, because it doesn't really show an error where we can start from. So that's what I'm asking. Like,
check the alert log, check any log file that can help, right?
Okay.
Yeah, try to check the alert log on the primary or the standby and try to see, is there information from the alert log? Okay, if not, then we start checking each parameter individually. So check the alert log first.
No, go back, Anita.
Mr. Gaetan, I have a question.
Where is our alert log again?
Oh, in go to trace, yeah. You were in the go to trace.
There's nothing in trace.
And you go back in Dike. Then you go on DBMS.
DBMS.
Okay.
DBMS.
DB.
That's it, up. You just passed it.
No.
No, go back on
go back to
data, use your one app. I think it's admin and Dike.
yeah, start there. Okay.
Oh, where is it?
That's diagnostic.
Yeah.
Add DBMS down here, and then go on the database. I don't know.
The goal. Which one are you using?
This
He said we should go in the primary or the standby. Go on the
That's what I'm saying. Which one is she using to know if she's in the
Which,
standby?
this is
your
the
student?
standby.
Okay.
So go to, okay, I'm in the standby.
Go to trace.
Go to trace, yeah, and then you go to alert log.
Alert.
That's it. Yeah. Space available in underlining file by primary TV underscore.
PGA aggregate limit. So high for the amount.
You see here on the major recovery log.
There's something that they say that a database for recovering related file and does not reflect the amount of space available.
Oh, so it's a space issue probably.
I don't
But
think
where, like, what do I have to increase?
Major recovery log. Major recovery waiting for thread 1 sequence 10. I feel like it's a space issue.
Yeah, DB recovery file desk size is 0.6% used.
This is not an error. Okay. So let's
Move on.
an information.
The other one.
The other database?
Yeah, check the other side.
You said we should check for both.
Mr. Gaita, can I ask a question, please?
Sure.
Okay, I think if the standby database is receiving the redo logs, but it's not applying, I think we should, my own suggestion is like we should alter the database recover, manage standby database, disconnect from session.
We will try these options, okay? We will try these options.
We
yes.
did it. It didn't work yesterday. I don't know.
Did you guys put the database in open, in read only?
I don't remember, but we did it, Anita, right?
Yeah,
Yesterday.
we canceled it and then we
disconnect.
issued it.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Try to run. Okay. Now go to body. Try to run the command I posted on the Zoom chat. Run that command on the primary and the standby.
Geez, I do not see it.
Check the Zoom chat.
Okay.
Okay. Zoom chat, not WhatsApp. Zoom.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Run it on the primary and the standby if there is any other error. Okay. What are you saying?
Redo cannot be written to the standby redo log.
Okay.
Because of what?
All right. Okay. Let's do something. Okay. How many megabytes do you give to the standby? How many? What are the size?
For the standby or for the
Okay.
for the primary, right?
Yes, when we were creating a standby with the logs, okay?
Oh, yeah, it was the same size, so 50 M.
Show me the command you used.
Sure. It was this one right here. These ones.
Right. Okay. Run the above command. Select thread, whatever, b.thread, right?
Yes.
When you run it at the level of byte, put divide it by, divide it.
1024.
Yes, 1024. Divide it. Put a slash.
Put a slash in front.
In front.
Right here?
Yes. Slash 1024 slash 1024. Yeah. Slash 1024. Okay. Take that command and run on the primary, please. Okay, good. Do you check if the standby with log have been created on the standby as well?
No, I did not check.
Okay, you need to check that. Okay. What's the group number? The group number is also 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, it's supposed to be 4, 5, 6,
5,
7.
6, 7.
Why
So
is
it looks like it did not create it.
How are they looking that way? Is it how you created them?
No.
Weird. Oh, like you mean here?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's just the parameter I specified in the P file.
Show me that parameter, please.
Sure. It was this one. I think, right? Is that?
I think so.
Log account parameter. Why are you guys taking a crazy name like that? Okay, anyway, let me check again, please. CSR. CSR.
Where?
Okay, so maybe you're right. So yes, I'm seeing it. Okay, select name from video log file here, please.
Here, where?
Where you are, select name from video log file.
Typo.
Member, sorry, it's member.
Oh. Select
Not the
member.
name. I know, yeah, name doesn't exist on video log file. Where are your online video log? Where are your standby video log?
Online redo logs are 4, 5, 6, and 7.
How do you know?
Because I created them.
Right, because that's what we are suspecting. Oracle is unable to write. Their RFS are not unable to write to the standby video log. So you guys figure out. We need to figure out how to fix these standby video log issues. Okay.
Yeah, I think that the path that you use, because those paths are different, Anita. I think so.
How is it different? How is it different?
Look at the path. The other one on your primary is oradata/go/redo. Yours is having a different path. Oradata, everything is different. Plus the end of that command where he went and put it in whatever file he chooses to put there.
Yeah, but like I don't understand why it did that though.
That's why it's not in sync. I think probably the parameter you added, the alter format, alter database to choose the format that, I think it may be the cause of that.
I don't think so.
But we still have to put that parameter in the format.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. But this is the right way to add it, right? Or like, is this command wrong? Are these commands wrong?
No, that command makes sense, definitely. That command is.
The command is correct.
It's good, but why are we seeing group 1, group 2, group 3? Okay, try to run the query for standby, video log standby log. Maybe on the one below, yeah. You were running for video log, on the standby log.
Yeah, I did that too.
On that one, on the standby. Okay, it's showing group 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, but it's not, it still doesn't specify that it's standby.
Select name from video data file. Let's see. Why are we having this naming convention?
The format she said.
I don't think, because like the format only has to do whatever comes at the end. It doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
With the directories.
The data file normally are showing like as normal, but your online with Doloc are showing something completely different. Okay, so show me a P file again, please. The way you created on your script, it should be like that normally, okay? The way I saw your script having a standby with Doloc, whatever, slash or data, it should be like that.
So which P file do you want to see? Standby?
I saw you displaying a P file there. Okay, show me for the standby. It's okay, I prefer the standby one. The standby, yeah. Okay. Why a GB file name convert, log file name convert parameter used?
I didn't put them because I remember you say we don't need that because they both have the same directory structure and the same database.
We need that because you are online with Doloc at in different locations. Don't you see that you are online with Doloc, you selected VDollar log file, whether under or a data slash gold?
But my question is, why is it going there?
It should, but that is where you created them, right?
No, I created them in slash or a data slash gold.
No, in the standby, Anita.
Show me the script you use, please. Show me the script you use, please. Show me, please.
Yeah, she created it in Go.
Okay, why are they going now to the other part? Because that part, I remember that part, last class, you guys were using that part. That part, online, whatever, or a data, all the way to...
I'm not even sure because like these are the directories that I created. There's nothing that says gold STD there.
All right, where is it coming from then?
I don't know.
Because me too, I don't know. Right?
Mr. Gaitan, the other parameters, so is it mandatory that it has to be there?
Which one, please?
The log underscore file name, DB convert. Must it be in the P file?
I asked for it because I saw a different part online with Doloc and a standby with Doloc on the standby database. That's why I asked for that parameter. If part was the same as the one on the primary, I've asked such question. So you can check that on the standby, the destination is different. That's my concern. Are you sure you just rely on this script as it is when you were doing your data guide?
Well, I mean, everyone was here, so all I was doing was copying and pasting. So yeah, do you think it comes from here? Probably not.
Anita, open your P file. Let me show something to Mr. Gaitan. What he was saying in the morning, those self-name convention. Open for the standby.
This is standby. This is not my P file. My bad.
But the question is, must we have the standby we do log for the MRP to apply the
service? Where is your for service name? It has to be
right here.
So
this is my standby. He said my server for the server is supposed to be the primary because this is my standby, right?
Yes, I did that.
Yes, your standby.
It's the reverse of the primary.
Let's see.
I don't think we need to switch that up.
Wait.
Okay.
I don't think it has to do with this because this only applies when you're doing the failover, right? So like there was no such thing that happened.
Yeah, but if we did an error by switching it, it can maybe cause something different. In short, I'm just trying to make sure that we didn't do an error over there. If that's the normal standard, okay.
But Anita, I think using standby redo locks is optional. So if the standby redo locks are not there, it shouldn't stop the MRP to apply the locks.
But the logs coming from the primary database can be overwritten. If there are no standby logs in the standby database. And
What
that
I'm
can lead
saying,
to errors.
what I'm saying is it's very good to do it, but it's optional.
Wait, which standby? On the primary or on the
No, I'm saying like to
which
have the option to create a standby redo logs. It's just optional.
where in the primary, right?
Yeah, in the primary and in the standby.
Are you sure in the standby optional?
Yes.
What do you mean by it's optional?
It's option. It's optional. Like
It's not optional.
you must not do it.
You need the redo log.
We are not talking about redo log. We're talking about the standby redo log.
That's what I'm saying. Your standby need redo log, standby redo log. What do you mean by it's optional?
What I said is optional because the normal traditional way you can create it, and the MRP might be waiting for the archive logs in the primary database. So they use the standby redo logs because you want to fasten or hesitate the process. That's why we are using it. It's not like if you don't have it, they won't apply it. No. So I think it's probably the connection issue.
She's having this problem. Again, first of all, I'm suspecting the standby redo logs. Why is she having standby redo logs issues? Because she's trying to use real-time apply. Real-time apply completely relies on standby redo logs. That is bad. Because I can see she put current log file, right? That was other database, recover manage, standby, using current log file. I think that's the command she ran. And whenever you run that command, you are enabling real-time apply. You want the MRP to mandatorily read from the standby redo logs. Okay. So what we have to do now, okay, let's go on your standby. Okay? We'll come back on this if it still doesn't work, but we'll come back and look at this issue.
Okay,
Let's go
I
to the
have a
standby.
question. So the permission here is okay, right?
What, permission?
Yeah, the permissions. Okay, never mind.
Redo
So,
and execute, yeah.
Oh,
so go on standby.
yeah. What do you use to start the standby? The P file or the SP file?
This standby, I use the P file.
Okay, exit. Shut it down. Sorry, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut immediate.
Yeah, immediate, of course. Create the SP file from that P file and start up normal using a SP file.
Okay, so create SP file.
Okay, start up.
Start up no mount.
Mount, right? It's mount, right?
Yes.
Okay, try to use the other database. You start the MRP using the disconnect from session option.
Yeah.
Let's see that one first.
So this one did no delay.
I don't know if it's mandatory to put no delay, but I know there's a command without do stuff, right?
Okay.
And no delay. If you can put it, you don't want to, but just put database here. Let's copy that one. I don't remember about that delay. Okay. There's no delay or no delay. Yeah. Okay. No. Disconnect from session. Okay, good. Yeah, good. All right. Check the MRP on the other command to check if the MRP is working. From your script, right?
The archive log list.
Excuse me,
No,
Mr.
that
Gaitak.
one. That's the one.
Okay.
Mr. Gaitak.
Okay. You see, Try to.
Okay. Oh, because I did not create. I didn't start with the SP file.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Try to do the lock switches.
Lock switch. Okay.
We will stop again and you will try the real-time apply and see if it works. Yeah.
Anita, you copy this command.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go, Anita. Don't listen to Beto.
Okay, do the lock switch, please. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, do multiple time.
Okay.
ML student.
Okay, go on the standby and check with the MRP.
Can I check or should I? Okay.
Okay. Let's put a slash.
Okay.
Slash
It's
enter.
working. It's working.
Okay.
Yay.
That you have to create a SP file in order for it to work. Now let's try if the real-time apply is working. Okay. So shut down.
Okay.
No, stop the MRP. Sorry, stop the MRP and start up using the command log file. Write the command to stop the MRP, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Stop it and start it using the real-time apply. Let's see. Okay. Now use the real-time apply command. It's not here. I think you deleted it mistakenly. So.
Yeah, you deleted it mistakenly.
Right? Yeah.
Oh man, the stuff I put there, I didn't even save it. Okay, whatever.
It's not stay there.
Oh my gosh. There you go. Okay. No, it's not.
Try to scroll up, Anita, on your primary if you can find it. I know you. Was it on the primary that you put it or the standby?
It was the standby.
Try to look if you can find it. I think that's it, right?
Yeah. It gave an error, so I'm not sure.
It says missing log file.
Log. Oh, come on.
Disconnect Z.
Okay, so that was the issue. Okay, so now try again. 22.
Yeah.
But I think it's supposed to say something else here, right?
No, that's what it's supposed to say now. Wait for log file. That's what it was saying, but it was not reading the log.
I think it's supposed to say real time or something like that.
It will not say real time. It will be saying applying log. Okay. Try to switch from log file again and try to switch logs again. Let's see.
Okay.
Wait for log.
The MRP is working actually. So.
Yeah. So, all right. So I need to add that. So I have to create the SP file from P file. I have to start the database with the SP file. So once I start a database with the P file, actually before starting the database, I can create the, no.
No.
Yeah,
That's the normal procedure. You should create a SP file after the Arman duplicate.
Okay.
Do that before. Okay, you should be using the P file, SP file after the, don't mean when you are been doing so far is right. You have to start normal with the P file, but after the Arman duplicate, you have to shut down, create the SP file from P file,
and start up mount. Okay.
mount. Yeah.
Mr. Gatak,
Yes, sir.
but if you do the active base duplication, I think it will automatically create the SP file.
If you create, but you are still using the P file. That's what is happening now. She was still using a P file because she started normal, right? That means Arman was doing a duplicate, but it doesn't mean Arman will change, we shut down your standby database and start it back up in the SP file. No. Yourself, you have to exit and shut down again and start up. If the SP file is already created, you can just start up now with that SP file that's already created by Arman. And yes, proceed with that.
Okay, so we're good.
Check again. You perform log switches?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so run that command I'll put on the chat again if there's any error. Always have to run that command, the primary and standby. It helps a lot.
So what does this do exactly? To see the errors, okay.
If there's any error.
So there should be something on the error if there is.
Correct. If there's any error with the configuration. Okay, everything looks fine.
Okay,
cool. So you're good. So keep that command handy, everybody. Always run that command. It's also another way of checking if any process was down, anything is wrong. Okay, so yeah.
Well done, Anita.
Thank you, thank you.
Anita, your script looks perfect.
Yeah, I worked hard on it.
We need to borrow this script from you.
Please share the script after Wednesday. Please share that script after Wednesday. Don't share it now. Other people.
Oh, come on, Gaitan, please.
Okay. Well,
we are suffering, Gaitan. We're last 1 week.
I guess you have to know how to edit the TNS names and the listeners. So I didn't add
Anyways, it's fine. It's up to you guys, okay? Those who want to do whatever you want.
Some people are log like that. Anita, if you don't even send it, some people will have it.
All right, so okay, good job, guys. So if you are ready to move to the next step, it's fine because you guys have 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we can be saving more time for the next session.
We got stuck there, so like we weren't even sure if we should be. In other words, we're not prepared for the next step.
Guys, and let us go and look for that second part before come back on Wednesday.
Okay, so if you guys want to go, then it's fine. Unless there's any other question.
Wow, good job, evening class.
The morning.
Yeah, catch up again.
So, Anita, I have a question.
Yes.
The issue you had, I think Friday. How did you resolve it?
I just found someone with a different server. Gaitan, please, I have a question. So how did my log files, the log files change directory? Why was it showing
Show me
as
again the part. Show me again. You have to show me that part because myself, I'm trying to figure out why you went to that location.
Oh, Patrick, I'm sorry to cut you, but yeah, so what I did, I just found someone else that has the same directory path as me. That's it. And then we just move forward from there.
Okay.
Okay, so the command.
The location of those standby log file again on the standby.
This is standby.
Open your standby, open your standby.
So this is it right here. I'm not sure how it managed to create this directory because I did not create it. So yeah.
You know what, Anita? Now that it's working, try to show again members from vlog on the standby. Let's see if it's the same part.
Okay. So what select?
Yeah, select member.
Mr. Gatak.
Yes, sir.
It's still showing the same
thing. Yeah.
Just to be clear, is it optional to create it?
Create what?
the standby with the log.
Please create it. It's not optional.
I told you. Yeah, it's still showing the same JBrush path.
Yeah, I know.
But that looks like that's where Arman decided to send them during duplication, right?
But that's why, that's the question we are asking, like, why?
Show me that script, please. Show me the script.
You know the
I want to-
I think
I want to
because
see
she
that
didn't
script.
choose a directory, so
No.
Arman just
No, she
decided to take
chose.
a she did? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
She
she
not-
did. She did.
she not-
I'm not
Yes.
sure she did. I'm not sure she did. Show me that, please.
She listed the path.
She used
Where is it?
That's it.
So this is what I did.
Add standby log file, then she put the directory.
Okay.
Did
Run
that-
the command. Run the command below on the primary, please. On that
This one?
Yes.
Log file?
No, the other one. Yes. The primary, because you run it on the standby area. Run it on the primary. Let's see. So we can see here that on the primary is well created where she should be created.
Yeah.
It's here. All right. Now show me the script. I want to see the script all the way. Okay.
Yeah, so I did this and then I set the parameters and then create the P5.
Okay, let me check that P5, please. Don't rush, please. Let me check something. Go up a little bit, and I want to see what that P5 stuff. Yeah, please. Good thing.
I did not add these two parameters,
Okay, which one? Okay, yeah, I see there.
the two bottom.
Okay. You set file management to auto. Okay. Do you set the file management to auto before creating the standby audio logs?
No.
No, she created the standby.
I did the standby before that.
All right. So sometimes what you have to do for those standbys, okay, you always have to set them to manual before you create them, right?
Okay. So this should be manual.
We set it to manual, we create a standby redo.
And then you change it.
When at the standby level is not working as expected, most of the time you shut down, you put it in mouse state as it is, you stop the file management, standby file management. Be careful, I'm not asking you to do it like that. What happens is we make it manual, we create a standby audio logs on the primary and on the standby, and now we come and put it back to auto. So it's something we switch to auto first to set other parameters. Now when you want to create a standby audio log itself, most of the time, for people we switch it to manual, they create the standby audio logs manually, and they come back again and they set it to auto. That means since Arman decided to put your standby audio log in that location, someone else will go ahead and drop all those standby audio logs, set this parameter to manual, okay, and go there and create the standby audio log as you want, and come and put it back to auto. Okay.
But I have a question, Gaetan.
Yeah.
From her script, the standby audio log were created before she applied these parameters. So I suppose it was already on manual before she changed it to auto.
I don't know, but the default value should be auto, I think. Those who have not yet configured can check the default value. I think it should be auto or something like that.
Okay. And I have another question.
It's manual. It's manual.
Yeah, by default
Yes.
it's manual.
By
Okay,
default,
good.
it's
It's
manual.
manual. Okay, good. All right, so let's proceed then. If that was, because the standby audio log she created was only on the primary, right? So the standby audio log file were not yet created on the standby.
Right.
So it was not even existing yet. By the time she was creating standby audio log on the primary database, right?
Yes.
Audio log were not even existing yet on the standby.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. After the data is configured, sometimes you want it to, before I proceed with the, with the assessment of the script, because those names are whatever Arman decided to create, and together we are going to see why. But if you want them to be, as the one on the primary, it's possible for you to, to do that manually again. Just drop the old one and just create it manually. So, but I'm suspecting one of the scripts you ran Can you scroll down? Can you scroll back up, please? The log file name convert DB file name. The log archive desk 1, log archive desk 2. That is the one I want to check. Okay, log archive desk 1. That's the one I'm talking about. You see, log archive desk 1 did not use GB recovery file desk. Decided to specify the path.
Can you come again, please?
Log archive desk 1.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you decide? Why do you choose to put the path / user 1 app oracle?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Wait, which one? Where?
Log archive dev 1.
Location, yeah.
So why did I do what?
Why
do
did
you
decide
specify?
to put that path?
I'm not sure.
Is it similar to the one we are complaining about, the path?
No,
Let's see. Show me the terminal of the start.
because the part I'm complaining about is just /oradata /FRA. This is the part I'm complaining about.
Okay, this one is FRA.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to that one. Now check that part of on the primary. Check that part of user 1. Copy that part and let's see if it exists. If something went there. Yes.
Okay. It does.
List. All right. These are the archive log destination where you want your archive log to go. All right. So okay. Okay. Let's go back there. Keep doing our assessment or our data FRA. Okay. Log file desk, archive desk 2, online log file. Okay, go down. Why did you create the mkgr-p or data FRA gold?
Because my my control file, one of them goes to that directory.
Okay. This is for the standby, right?
Well, it should be the same for the other one too.
Okay, can you check? Okay, I'm seeing what could have happened here. Go back to the primary. Yes, go to the primary itself.
On WinSCP.
Yes,
Primary.
yeah, even on WinSCP, yes. Go to that same part on the primary. The same part as the one we are complaining about on the standby.
Okay, oradata /FRA, right? And then there's no, that part is not here.
There's no, that part
Good. I see good, right?
It was,
yeah, but this is, the other one is STD, gold STD.
It's fine. Take the gold. Okay, go to archive log or online log, whatever. Online log, go to the other one. Okay, go to archive log. The one we are looking for is online log or archive log. Okay, you can click on it. Okay. Go back to the primary.
To the
okay. So that the path is the same, but the difference is that the other one is gold STB.
Yes. So on here it created both directories. So it created gold and gold STD as well. So I'm guessing the online reduce went here, and then I don't know.
Okay, let's check if
the
under
control
our
file.
data. Okay, let's check if under our data the gold STB there.
What am I doing?
You are under our data, right?
Yes.
We'll first to see there's gold STB here.
Yes, it should. There is now.
Go to gold. This is the standby, right?
Correct.
What have you have? I don't know. What do you use? Do you use the same database name?
Yes,
A different GB unique name.
correct.
These files were created in at 6:28 p.m.
Okay, that's when I did the database. Oh, that is weird. I know it should have been around the same time.
No, the control file just got updated, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It doesn't mean it got created at that time. So it's normal. The control file always moves. So it means that these are the files that were duplicated. Okay, these are the data file. The data files, one control file is here and the other one is on FRA. Now, what's happening is that your standby who do logs and your online who do logs now are not here. That is the thing, right? That's why I see the difference.
Should they be? But over here too, they're not. They're not there. They're not in like gold.
The online
Oh,
who do
they
logs
are.
here.
They
All
are.
of them are here, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
What could be the
these files are
reason?
created. Okay, that's why I want. We are checking your script to see what could have been the reason. Okay. Because the way you have been running command, that's where maybe Arman decided to. Okay. So on the standby, you created which directory? You created the directory or data / good, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you created that one or data user 1pp FRA good. What do you create? I want to know what was the reason behind the three last directory you created, the last three directories.
Okay, the ADAM.
Now the ADAM is fine. I understand
Okay.
ADAM. Others.
For this one, I think it was specified on the control file as no, not the control file, the P file. So yeah, so it was this directory. So I created for this directory, and then this is for the files to go, the data files to go, and this is for
one of the control files.
Yeah, one of the control files.
Okay. But now, when you copy that location, try now to check the Oradata user 1app Oracle FRA Gold on the standby side if there are some is populated. Check on FTP here.
Okay, standby. So we're going to what's the location? APP. Oracle admin.
No.
Oracle FRA Go.
Which one are we looking for?
The second one.
Oh, Oracle FRA.
Refresh that one.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay. Okay, close it now. It's okay.
But it should be empty, right? Because there's no archive log yet in there, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see something. Okay. Normally, if you because you never use the log name convert in order to redirect any file there. So makes sense for Arma not to use that. Okay. So go to the standby database on the terminal.
Yeah. You want to see the Arman?
No, on the terminal. Go to the standby. Issue archive block list here, please.
Okay.
That question mark. Okay. That means Oracle Home DBS archive. Show parameter recovery. Oradata FRA. All right. So yours went to Oradata FRA Gold STB. All right. Okay, so let's go then. Let's proceed. Let's proceed with the script.
The script.
Yeah, the script you use. That's what I want to see. Okay. So okay, go down. Let's see. Okay. So where's the duplicate command you run?
It is right here.
No file name check. Okay. Go up. I think below here everything looks fine. Go back up to log archive dest. Those are the two parameters I'm suspecting on this stuff.
Guide, I have a question too. At what point do we enable flashback?
After archive block mode or force logging.
Okay.
So before creating the redo logs?
It's a good practice though. Yeah, and you enable flashback right in the beginning.
Okay.
So it's even a recommended practice by Oracle. We recommend it. Log archive dest 2. Log writer async valid for now. Log defining convert stuff buff. Log archive dest 1. When we check the log archive dest 1, it was populated, right?
I don't know.
That one, user 1 app Oracle or FRA Gold, whatever.
What do you mean by it was populated?
It contained some file, right?
It was empty.
In the standby?
No, the primary.
No, we didn't check in the primary.
Okay, primary. So what's the location? APP Oracle
FRA Go.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, it did have stuff in there. But then I don't think
Why
they
is
were.
it here and empty at the other on the other side?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are they not supposed to have the same thing?
Okay. So now, at what level do you create a standby with log? At what level do you create a P5? Show me that one again.
Okay, I created the standby redo was pretty much the third step. And then after that, I created the P file.
Is that the same P file you copied across?
Yes, it's the same one.
So yeah, I'm suspecting that because show me as well the P file of the standby now. Log archive one of the standby. Which one is the P file of the primary, right?
Of the standby. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't touch those.
Yeah, that's why he created it on. He redirected it. See, they normally what Armand did. This directory. Normally on this log archive desk one, you should use use_gb_recovery file desk. For log archive desk one.
So I should say, okay. So use _
GB recovery. You can get the exact name when you do archive log list on the primary. You will see that there, right? Whenever you do archive log list on the primary, you have that there. Or even here, you set it that way. That's why you're having probably Arman. But I'm wondering why Arman put it on Oradata FRA. That one I cannot define it, but whenever you have the archive destination, you use use_GB recovery file desk. Arman will put all the logs as defined on the parameter. I don't know why Arman choose to use the other one. Okay, maybe we may need to check that one, but there should be a reason behind. I'm suspecting that one.
Okay, so I created, let me check, because I created another, like at least 2 other standbys. So I just wanted to check to see if it's the same, it's the same case.
Okay, check. I don't know.
So this is a standby, I think. What was the one we created? I think it was silver. I'm looking for FRA. So it looks like actually did not. Yeah, it looks like it did the same thing for all the databases I created. So
where is it?
yeah. So
That
this is
one
the
makes sense
standby
because
right here.
that one makes sense. This one makes sense because for all the database you use log archive desk one, you put that part. Okay, you did not use DB recovery file dest. But I'm talking about check the ORA data, and check the FRA. Okay, check it out for other databases, other standby.
Okay, so I have that. The standby, this one has the redo information. Let's see, Safari. This one also does.
So it's the same for all your standby.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same.
Do you have somebody here who did not use that log account test one equal, you put a path? Because to tell you the truth, I've never seen this one. So I was just trying to use my common sense to figure out as well. Okay. So,
okay. But would this affect the functioning of my database?
No, it's not affecting. You can see that things are working, right? But you may have an impact when you guys will try to do switchover. That's where you guys will see you face a lot of challenges.
Okay.
I can tell you that because you may need to update your log archive desk 1 and log archive desk 2 on the P file of the standby. Because you kept them the way they are, okay?
Yeah.
You have now to change them.
So, but would it be easy to change it? Can I just like rename the files?
For the standby with Deluxe easy, but the online with Deluxe, I don't know if maybe you can rename it. You can rename, that means change your location. Because even the online with Deluxe are having a crazy naming convention, right?
Yeah.
The naming convention, the online with Deluxe, I'm not seeing Hudu 01, Hudu 02, Hudu 03. I'm not seeing anything like that. So I think in order for me to validate this, I may need to take a few minutes and configure DataGuard myself tonight and see if I will have this thing. Because I don't know if I haven't paid attention to the online Hudu, but I think we always had them. When I was validating, I always had the normal online Hudu. So, but first of all, the log archive there's one, and the way that Arman duplicate is also run, it is a very basic one. How do I run it? Let me check the way I ran it in the past. Let me check. Okay. Okay. This one, this 2. Yeah, basically, I've been using as well use DB or copy file test. I did not use for the log archive test, whatever you put the path. I always use underscore DB or copy file test. So
could we see it, please?
This is a parameter I'm talking about. I'm not saying it's let me just not posting, so I'm not talking about something. Put it in the chat so that you can see. Or you guys were talking about the script or what?
No, we're talking about like we want to see your P file, what it looks like.
The P file for the
what you're talking about, because it seems like when I was configuring the parameters, adding the parameters, I didn't add the right thing.
No, again, as I said, right, I'm suspecting the way you can duplicate, which might not be a very big issue, but let's believe it. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the, what is that?
Oh, 10.
Then set log archive config. No, not that one. Set DB.
Oh, maybe I perform a change, you know. This is for container, but it's not different. So yeah, you know, I mistakenly typed something. So this is the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I was not curious enough. I think I used select whatever at the end, but I was not curious enough to check my standby Ruby lock on the standby. I don't remember around that one. Okay. You always have to see lock whatever you guys have there. But I'm not sure around. I check. That's why I want to replay it tonight and see if I will have something like you, even after using USDB or copy file this. Okay, that will just take me a few minutes, and I will run it again to see, because because apart from that, everything is similar for you. This is what you set. This is what you set. This is what you set. This is what. Apart from, you just use the format. That's the only thing you use. That's not. It doesn't matter. That's one is not an issue. Lock archive desk 2, I think it was the same for you. But for me, I use for the standby, as I told you, right? You have to change the lock archive desk 2 and make it point to the primary, because at some point you may do the switch over, and this one should be the primary now.
Okay. So what I did was wrong, because I don't think I made it point to the primary.
No, you can. It's something you can even do anytime. That's not an issue.
Okay.
The standby, it should point to the primary, but you can edit that anytime. Okay.
Okay.
This is the only difference. The biggest difference, because you use a particular path. Okay. A particular path, and yeah, that is what I'm saying. For you, you use here online Redulock, right? So yeah, it depends on where you are getting your documentation. I think I use it from Oracle, whatever. But this is my only suspicion, and I cannot tell you what's the issue with her. Okay, with her, I cannot tell you. I don't want to show you say something wrong here. So I don't know why a standby Redulock went to that location. I just have some few suspicions, and I want to clear my doubts by tonight. I want to make sure that if I start from scratch, okay, and I use the same procedure, not the same exact value as her, and I will see if I will have the same result as she does, okay? That's the only thing I want to do, so that I can validate my whatever I have as a doubt, okay? So that's the only thing I can tell you I will do. I cannot give you any other feedback apart from that. All right, so, but the only thing you have to change on the P5 for this scenario, again, as I said, is the lock archive desk 1, lock archive desk 2. Now they have to be reversed. You have to reverse them, okay? Just have to reverse them now on the standby. And
just reverse it. So whatever the entry I put on the log archive, so I just reverse the whole sentence.
Remember, for log archive desk 1, you probably put here the primary. Can you check the log archive desk 1?
Sure, 1 sec. Yes, I did put the primary.
Okay, now this is the standby. So you reverse. Instead of primary, you put the standby.
Okay.
For the log archive desk 2, you probably put the standby DB name here.
Correct.
You just reverse, you put the primary now. That's the only thing you have to do. Because at some point, you guys will be doing a switch over. And a switch over now, whenever you're switching over, the standby becomes a new primary. That means the standby should be able to ship the data to the new primary should be able to ship the data to the new standby now. And this location is for the new standby. So that's why I say you just have to reverse for these two. And the false server. Okay, that's the only thing you have to change.
Yeah.
So
and the DB unique name.
Yeah, DB unique name.
Listener.
You don't touch it because the DB unique name of the primary or the old primary will not change. You need to change that one. I'm talking about when you perform the switchover already.
Okay.
But now, for now, okay, I'm just how should the standby P5 look like? The false server of the standby P5. If I have something here. Oh, this is the script I run to duplicate. The false server, long time I run this command. The false server of the standby should now be the primary. That means what? When you guys were setting this false server, right, on the primary database, you guys specify the standby DB unique name here, right?
Right.
Now, when you are on the standby, you create a new, you are updating the P5, you should reverse the order. This P5 is I think it's a sample P5 of my standby. Yeah, this is the standby I use. This is a different to the number. So yes, okay. This is a sample P5 of my standby. So what is reversed is the fault server now on the standby P5 is now the primary DB unique name, and the fault client is the standby. But on this P5, there is no, you guys can see there is no log archive -1, no log archive -2, because I decided to specify those parameters while I'm doing the Arman duplicate. That's why the step might be different. I decided to create this parameter while running the Arman duplicate. That's why you see here log archive config, log archive -1, log archive -2. There are multiple ways of creating a standby, okay? But I just want to emphasize that the P5 of the standby should not be exact copy of the primary, the P5 of the primary. Mm-hmm. Okay? This one changed. Now the DB unique of the standby. Mm-hmm. Log archive config will not change because you guys already set it on the primary. It will stay like this. But now the this one, you should change this one, the primary DB unique name by the standby DB unique name now. Okay. And log archive -2, you should change the standby DB unique name here by the primary DB unique name. This is for the standby. For you, you are not having any issue, but I can tell you, either your switchover or failover will fail, or after a switchover, the data gap will not work, sorry. That's a guarantee. So for now, things are working for you because it's a one-way, okay? You are not relying on this log archive -2 because the standby is not shipping data to the primary. I told you guys that data guide is a one-way thing, right? Data move only from the primary to the standby. So since the standby is just a receiver, the log archive -2 is useless. That's why if you guys remember on my Oracle, when I was displaying my environment Oracle, this one was blank on the standby. You guys pay attention to that?
Wait, you said what?
You guys pay attention to my log archive -2 when I display my Oracle environment.
Yes, it was empty.
It was empty, right? Mm-hmm. Because it's not important whenever it's a one-way, because the standby will never ship the log to the primary. Now it becomes important when you are doing a switchover. That's where it becomes very important. Because after a switchover or a failover, the new primary has to be shipping log to another destination. That's where the log archive -2 become important. And if you guys just keep the log archive -2 the same way as you guys created on the primary, the standby will never ship the log to the primary. Because for you, I know it should be like this. if the GB unique name of the standby is STB, right? It's like this is how you guys created the log archive desk, correct?
Right.
If you keep like this, and this standby become the new primary, that means this parameter will stay like this, correct? Now, how will the standby database ship the log to the old primary? How will that happen? And if you guys are understanding what I'm saying.
No, can you take it over again, please?
Log archive desk 1 reside on the primary, log archive desk 2 is for the standby. If you have 3 standby, you will add log archive desk 3. That's the purpose of this log archive desk stuff. This one means is for me, myself, my destination, okay, where I want my archive. If I'm the primary, okay, if I'm the primary, log archive is where my archive will go. And log archive is where the standby archive log will go, okay? Are you getting this part first?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's assume you guys perform a switchover. What does it mean by switchover? Switchover means the old primary becomes standby and the standby becomes primary, correct?
Yes.
That means there's a whole change. Okay. Now, if prod STB became the new primary, perform a switchover, right? That means prod STB will become the new primary and prod con will become the new standby. That means what? I will not save this document, okay? That means the new primary will look like this. The DB name is ProdCon, and the DB unique name is ProdSTB, right? And the standby, the DB name will be ProdCon. I'm saying after the switch over. After the switch over, before this one was the primary, because the DB name is equal to the DB unique name, and this one was the standby before, because they had the same DB name but different DB unique name, correct?
Yes.
Perform a switchover. So I'm saying here after switchover. Failover or switchover, it doesn't matter. After switchover now, the new primary will be there, this one, and the new standby will be this. Now, what does it mean? It means now that the log archive desk 1 log archive desk 1 will be for this one, will be for the new primary, correct?
Yes.
So it means that the log archive desk 1 will be something. Will be like this because for your log archive desk 1, you guys put the primary DB unique name here. Now what the primary DB unique name is prod STB. So this will be the new log archive desk 1. Are we getting this one? Why I put this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's DB unique name, right? So it's normal for it to be prod STB because my new primary unique name is no longer ProdCon because I perform a switchover. My new primary DB unique name is now prod. So this will be the new log archive desk 1. Now, what about the log archive desk 2? The log archive desk 2 is for the standby. Now, since the log archive desk 2 is for the standby, and my new standby is this, and this is the GB unique name of the standby. So it means that I will put here ProdCon. Because this is my for the standby, this is for the primary. So you see now that instead of having this, now it's a reverse. Because we have a role change. You see, doesn't make sense?
So what are you saying? Like if you have a role change or a switch over, we have to go back and change those parameters or what?
You can do it right now. That's what you should be doing now. You don't even have to wait till when you have a whole change. That's something you should be doing now. Does it make sense?
Yes.
That means that when we go open the P file for the standby database, we have for the standby database, we have to switch.
You can just create a P file from SP file and go and switch these values, right? Change these values, reverse them.
That's I say we have to anyway. We have to edit the P file. We have to edit the P file for the standby database. The time we edit the P file, we have to switch this one at the same time.
No.
I'm not getting what you are saying, sir.
So, Mr. Gaitan.
Yeah.
I say when we create the standby database, we edit the standby P file. Take the P file we edit it. And the time we edit the P file for the standby database, we have to switch it. Like this explanation you give us right now.
So, Mr. Gaita, if I may understand you, are you saying immediately after the duplication is done, we should go into that P file, reverse these parameters, this archive log des1 and archive log des2 and the client server and the other one?
Only on the standby.
Only on the standby.
Yes,
and then synchronize it with the SP file. Is that going to be permanent?
Yes, it's permanent, right?
Okay.
Actually, it's quite useless, okay? Because this is behaving as a standby. So the second one is quite useless. It's useless. But you understand it when you will perform a switchover or a failover. So you guys can decide to update that P file even before the duplicate or after the duplicate. Up to you.
But we can still do it during the duplicate, right?
Even before, yes. Even while doing the duplicate. As you saw here, right? I performed a duplicate. So it's up to you. Correct? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying that because the assignment, with the assignment, you guys have to do switchover. Otherwise, I will not waste time explaining too much. I will not spend time explaining why you guys should reverse it. But I know when you guys will be checking online, whatever documentation you'll be using, you will see there the step of performing switchover. Maybe whatever document you'll be using, you will see the person will emphasize how important the log archive des2 is, or the log archive des1 will be, should be on the standby. Okay, so probably you may find some documentation on that. I know. All right.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, since you guys are not, okay, so good job. You guys can proceed. Wednesday, I hope by Wednesday we will close this. All right, I hope we close this by Wednesday. I will check with the morning class as well, if it's possible for them to close on by Wednesday as well. Okay, I will follow up with them as well anyway. Based on that, I will see if it's possible for us to introduce upgrade this week or not.
Hi, Peter, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, ma'am.
I
Yeah.
noticed that when I was trying to do when I run the Arman command, it kept hanging when it kept hanging when it was time to restore the control file. So I'm just wondering, I added one parameter in the SQL.NET.ORA, but I'm not sure what it really does.
Even myself, when you check the alert log, okay, was it the same error as the one in the morning class today? I could not look very deep into their issues, simply because we were running out of time. Okay. But that parameter you added, okay?
Yeah.
Never seen that parameter in any documentation I've used in the past, even on Oracle support, anything. I've never seen that. So maybe that it worked for you, okay? So it's a good parameter. That's why I also discovered that parameter as you, okay? But with any data guard I've configured or I've seen my friend configuring or just showing me what they use to configure, or even documentation I use on Oracle, I've never seen that parameter. So I don't know. So maybe I also need to research, right, on that. Maybe something new for me. Maybe it's important. I don't know. Okay. I don't know.
Okay. So yeah, because I figure like I'll just sit here and wait for it to keep moving, but then it would just stick there. So I just went to Google and that's what it said.
Yeah, but sometimes, right? Sometimes I want you all to know this. Sometimes if you are in an environment, you are with senior DBAs, and you have an issue, just copy paste on Google, you can be in trouble. You will be in trouble if they notice that. A good DBA should check the log first. That's why I asked your classmate in the morning to check the log first. It's only if the log cannot provide enough information, now you can check Google. Don't have the habit of looking at it. The log is the best tool Oracle provided for any DBA. Any issue, most of the time you can see the cause issue from there. So maybe from your log, the error was not similar from the, was not the same as the one Mr. Zoe faced in the morning. Okay, so that's why he used the parameter. It still did not work, correct? You were in the class in the morning class, right?
Yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work, right?
Yes.
Good. So then you are not sure whether he was having the same error like as you, because you were seeing some warning on his alert log. I'm not sure about your warning, the warning you had on your alert log. So I cannot just say that whatever worked for you also works for him. Okay, so you have to be careful. If somebody asks you, okay, you fix it, how do you fix it? And sometimes people are very careful because you can run a parameter. Let me take an example with somebody who in an environment had performance issues, and the person just rebuild indexes. That index rebuild caused the person almost to get fired, because we asked the person, why do you rebuild the index? The person just said, I found on Google and I rebuild. And the rebuild never helped. And instead, the rebuild slowed down a lot of stuff. So that's why next time, maybe capture the error from alert log. That, okay, maybe I was not understanding the alert log. I'm going to Google to have more knowledge over it, okay? Yeah, that's the thing I can recommend. So your things help you, but I'm not sure whether it can help everybody, because I've configured data guard more than 7-10 times. I've never seen that parameter in my life. I configured data guard on 11G, on 11.2.3, on 12C, on 12.2, on container, non-container. So I've never used that parameter. Okay, so you should be able to explain why you use it and okay, how important it is. Okay, maybe you may need to explain to us next class. Right?
Sure.
Which parameter is referring to? The one with percentage you?
No, she used on the
No,
SQL
in the SQLnet.org.
I saw her putting something yes or I don't know if it was yes or what.
Like out of band break.
Okay, yeah, on, off, on something. Yeah. So yeah, you may need to take that and.
So, I mean, I looked I kind of went through Google and to try to find out what it really was. But I think what it does is like once, I guess, things are going on in the background, there's like a specific channel that it goes through, and sometimes the data goes outside of the channel. I don't know. That's what I saw something like that on Google. So I just wanted you to elaborate some more.
No, I never use it. Sorry. So,
yeah. Gaetan.
Yes, sir.
Why did you ask us to use Arman instead of active duplication?
But what she uses is active duplicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
what she did, it was active duplicate, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I call active duplicate. Arman active duplicate, because she connected to Arman, correct? And she duplicate target database, right? The other method, we have other methods. Because you guys don't have OEM cloud control, that is one of the easiest way of configuring the standby. Okay. And there's the other method to use the data gap broker. I do not want you guys to configure the broker before configuring the standby. Now, people have been using in Brontech. We have two major methods people have been using in Brontech based on the documentation you have handy. We have Arman duplicate and we have backup-based method. Backup-based method consists of taking the backup, a full backup on the primary, and copying that backup across the network to the standby. And you can use that backup to build the standby database. Okay. Now, what happens is, if you have to configure a standby database on a big production database that has maybe 3 terabytes of data or 2 terabytes of data, so that means you have to perform a full database and copy 2 terabytes of data across the network.
Yeah, that's true.
Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. So that's why interviewer, I recommend you guys to duplicate, because interviewer don't like talking about backup base, because that is for small, very small databases. And it's even more complicated. You can get issues easily. Okay, so Arman duplicate is highly used because you don't need to, the production is not affected at all. The production is live while you're running your Arman duplicate. Okay, and it can be run on big databases. Even what people use for refresh in a Docker environment, the refresh production to dev environment, production to test, we're using Arman duplicate. Sometimes data pump. All right. So that's why I recommend you guys to use this and to keep the high level step well documented. So I don't want anyone in the interview, maybe on my OneNote, some of your old classmates, a friend who have been here before you, they will say that maybe on my OneNote, they are not seeing the Arman duplicate. I did not have time to add it because on that OneNote, I use backup-based method because I was student like you guys. I was building my OneNote and I was using the step I used, okay, as a student. So, but I will remove that area and put it now. I just add it, okay, so that people have choices on my OneNote. They can see duplicate, they can see OEM, they can see any other method, okay? So, but I want you guys to have well documented high level step of configuring data guard using Arman duplicate. Very, very important.
All right, thanks.
All right, no problem. Any question? Okay, so I forgot to, since I was running late the morning class, just because they were working all the way. I don't even know if they were continuing. Some people from morning class are here. I don't know because I had to join a meeting at 2:25, and they were still working. I left at 2:15, so maybe they were still working. And I did not want to stop them because I know you guys had an event on Saturday and I was really absent. And again, I apologize for that. Even up to now, I always have, it comes frequently and it goes. I always have eyes issues, vision issues. So sometimes it comes, it lasts 4 days and it goes back. After 1 or 2 months, it comes back again. And yes, and they always talk about allergy stuff. So this weekend, I was even teaching you guys Friday, my eyes were really red. That's why I told you guys, maybe I'll be there because I was expecting maybe, the thing to get better by morning. But it went all the way to Sunday night. So maybe, I will have the chance next time to meet you guys, even maybe in the interview room or anywhere else physically. So I hope you guys enjoy, those who were there. And yeah. So, okay. Apart from that, I think we are done for today. So we can meet on Wednesday for the next steps. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Patrick,
Yes, Anita.
you got me, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
Patrick, you got us right.
All right, all right. I know you're talking about the video, right?
Of course.
Yes, yes. I got you. I'll work on that. I'll send it as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thanks to you.
All right.
Now go and work on the rest of the assignment.
What happened? I didn't see you guys in the barbecue or at
Who?
program. What happened?
You were there.
Majority of the evening class were not there. What happened?
You were there, Natu.
No, very few of you guys.
The barbecue is already gone.
Maybe the rest were in the background.
And so what? If the barbecue is gone and so what?
Natu, can you say that really?
Yeah, Bibish, very few of the evening people were there. You know that, Bibish, you were there. So you know
I didn't see you.
No, I wasn't there.
Thank
but
you.
I saw all the pictures.
The assignment. Bye.
Bye, Marie. If it doesn't concern you, you can leave. I'm talking to the rest of the class. I saw Bibish, I saw Bello. Yeah, Patrick was there, but very few of them were there.
Elman. Marie was there too.
I'm not considering Marie, so she's already
not there.
I don't even need you, Marie. I'm not talking to you. Aye, Jesus.
Where were you?
In Yala de Parizo. What happened, guys? You guys were not interested or what?
I don't know, Natu.
Yeah, because it was somehow tight. The morning class were there, but the evening class is like
I was there, but I didn't see you.
It's like they were not part of the events.
You were missing too, Natu.
Anyway, the morning class know why I was missing. So I was sick. So that's why I'm sick. That's why I wasn't around.
Anyway, we represented.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good, but at least next time, let's do something all of us. It was
That's
like
true.
The event was just like it was concerning the morning.
The morning. Yeah.
It feels like I'm saying what other people say back and they don't say it loud, but it feels like you guys just step yourself out of it, like whatever.
Me here, Natu, we say it right in front of them. I was really not happy. We need
Thank
to
you,
be a
Nadia.
family.
Thank you.
Yeah, we really need to be a family, especially given the fact we're in project and we're moving to the interview soon. We need to build that teamwork. I don't know, look like we're not really together.
United.
Yeah, please, we really need to work on it. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we need to work on it.
Natu, there was an after party. I believe I was there, but there was really not, there was a lot of people from the morning, but I think I was the only one in the evening.
At Prof Restaurant?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Renata. That's what I'm saying. Like the money people, all of them, like if they are 80, like 70% of them were there.
And we actually went to the after party because you guys proposed it, and we're like, if that's gonna make us all together, we're gonna do it.
It was.
That's why we actually went there.
It was so.
And that's what I was about to say, Nadia. Like the proposal for Prof Restaurant was coming from the evening class. That the morning class went there because they wanted everybody to be together, but still the evening class didn't show up.
No, please, class 26, we really need to work on this.
Yeah, so
because if you go to the interview room and they're complaining, class 24, they're not having jobs because they're not together. I was just there with some of them today, and the class 23 were complaining like crazy. That's why most class 24 people are not getting job, because they're not together. And I can see our class being the same. So we really need to work on it, given the fact we are doing everything on Zoom. So we might even face more difficulties.
This is so true, because actually I think they were talking about making a like something similar like what we had at Professor, but with the previous students who are already DBA. So I believe if we were not there at this at least is it what? Get together or come cook out. I believe they are not going to tell us about the new one they are doing. Like
no, trust me, they're still gonna tell you guys, but they have a different mindset about.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even if they tell us, they'll just tell us for telling
for the sake of saying.
Exactly.
For the sake of being polite.
Exactly, and the day after on Sunday, Zoe sent me a text like they have a cookout. Like it's not even a cookout; it was a gathering at one of their classmates' house, and he wanted me to share with my friend. I was so you don't even have you don't even see why you will share because nobody's gonna be there. So
who said that? Who told you nobody's not gonna be there?
No, but I shared it now. I think I shared it. It was at Paul and
but you're supposed to share it because some people went to the park.
No, we did Bibish.
I didn't see
because I remember that.
No, I'm thinking my proposal is I think we should form another group that belongs to both class 26, both morning and evening.
Hey.
Gaitan said that, right? Remember?
Yeah, I think
Renata,
we need that.
Yes.
If I may ask, I don't know how they are following up with you, but how do you feel when you were the one kind of the link person kind of sharing that conversation and you were not there?
Thank you.
I was there.
I think
they actually said it at the barbecue that it was gonna be a cookout.
Let him finish, Nadia.
Let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
I think the first thing is when you're leading a group like this, if you're I won't say you're leading a group, but if you are the liaison person for an event like this or for a group like this, guys, there's no way you shouldn't show up. If there's a way, if you know that, no, I was there, I didn't see you.
No, I think John is making.
Ronaldo. Before the event, we planned the event. I had multiple conversations with Zoe and Prof, and I let them know that because I proposed that instead of doing a cookout, let us just do something professional around the table in the afternoon, so that everybody will be able to be there at Prof restaurant. And they told me that no, they cannot actually do it, but they will do the cookout and they can let us do the after party. And I told them I won't be at the cookout, but I'll definitely be at the after party. And I was there.
Can I say something, Renata? It's not about the information that we give Prof or Zoe. It's about the information that we coordinate.
You gave back to the class. You were not giving
Zoe,
back any feedback.
I didn't even greet Prof. Prof doesn't need to know that I was there or I wasn't there.
Jones is making a point. But
that one person in that class that is supposed to be there, even if when you come there, you are the one to even text the people that, hey, nobody's there, I can't see nobody and things like that. But when people come, I mean, even if it's not like you must be there, but if you're not comfortable and they reach out to you with such information, look for someone is much more available for things like that and hand it to them so that maybe they coordinate it. It was, like we all said, it was a little bit embarrassing for us not to show up and stuff like that.
And then, like what John is saying is very true, because Renata, you were not posting anything in the evening forum. Nothing.
Was I supposed to post?
No follow-up, like how they even do. I don't even know if the evening class contributed for the barbecue.
We did not. And I
see nothing was posted. I know everything that was happening. I know all the steps that was happening in the morning class, like from the contribution of each group, everything, the repartition of the work. I know everything because everything was posted. Every information was given out. The least thing they were trying to do, the information was sent to the group.
The conversation and the coordination needs to be.
And I told them, actually, the problem is that I understand your point, but I don't see what I was supposed to tell you guys.
You never came to the evening group and said, "Hey guys, you guys should not forget the contribution for the barbecue. I'm still waiting."
We were not contributing, and I told Zoe.
The thing was, you guys failed to understand. In as much as we're contributing, let me contribute. In as much as we're contributing, Prof gave us a certain amount of
Yeah,
money
he
to
told us
use for
that.
the barbecue.
He told us that.
So the
Yeah,
contribution was just to substitute on that.
Exactly. And I told them that we are not contributing. It's not like
Please,
we were supposed to
this
contribute
is my
and I did
thing.
not.
This is my thing, Renata. Keep this conversation with your classmate, not with prof. People never see prof. I don't see prof.
Thank you.
What prof? What you discuss with prof? I went there. I didn't even greet prof. What you discuss with prof doesn't matter. Or you saying that you went there, you told them that it's gonna be a round table. You told them that it's gonna be a round
Renata,
table.
listen
Or
more.
what? It's not. It's about us. The conversation needs to be about us. About
I'm
the
even
four
more
group
ashamed
leaders.
again than Nadia. I'm even more
The
ashamed.
four group leaders. You need to engage the four group leaders.
That the
Engage until they get involved.
not contribute.
Engaging with prof or
Class
with
26
Zoe won't change
class
it.
27 actually represented even more than the evening class. I was like,
That
I
the
don't know.
evening class didn't
They are not
it.
team.
Engage
And
with the
even
four group
and even
leaders.
while at the park, the few people that I saw there that they were evening class, I didn't even recognize them. Some of the guys would tell me, I was like, are you class 27? They're like, no, I'm class 26. I'm like, oh my bad. I didn't know that. I wish we meet more often so we get to know each other.
No, that's I'm telling you guys, this is a big thing that
I think we're having a small conflict that we need to sit down together and
first, we
try to
didn't show
resolve it.
up. Secondly, we didn't contribute. That's a big. I didn't know that the evening class didn't contribute anything. That's a big shit.
Nato say you didn't show up. No, we didn't show up.
Did you contribute?
Did you was there and I contributed substantially, man.
Why did you contribute substantially when they say contribute in your group, Bello? That's disorganization. Why did you contribute substantially?
No, I'm not talking about contribution. I'm talking about me being there.
We are not talking about you being there. I'm talking about the contribution. How can we?
I was correcting by you anyway. You said we didn't show up. Say you didn't show up.
Okay. Even if this one is gone.
The majority.
This one is gone. Can we try to work on a plan that will bring us together?
Yes. Thank you, Nadia.
Yes.
Please let's work on a plan that will bring us together. The first part is let's create a WhatsApp group that we all belong to.
Yeah.
Both evenings and morning. From there, we can work something out. That's what we should sit down and plan. Like, I don't know why we're having this conflict morning and evening. Like, we're all class 26.
No, it's not a conflict, Nadia. It's good that we brought it up because now ideas is coming from. So if I didn't bring the issue that...
No, I'm happy you brought it up, honestly, because I was wondering why... I was wondering.
It was a type that you see all the pictures and it's only money people. Like, I know the thing was for everybody.
And Prof did everything to be there. And
yeah, someone asked me that the evening people are not in the barbecue, and I said, I suppose they are at work. So that's why they proposed an after party. So I know that they're going to be at Prof restaurant, but I was shocked that they were not at the Prof restaurant. So like Nadia said, really, I did the same remark. We are not united, and let's try to work it out because it's going to help all of us. It's for the better of everybody. It's not for one person. We'll all benefit from that. So let's try to do something in order to make it up. Let's come together as a family and make it work.
Thank you, Nato, by the way. Well,
you're welcome.
I believe it's a good point. And I am so sorry if I did something wrong or if I was supposed to do something and I never did it. I am very sorry. I believe next time, I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah, we're all gonna fix it next time.
Especially, I don't know if it's John. Yeah, John. Okay, John's.
Yeah, the point he mentioned, you coordinate with each group level, head of group level. It will be better.
Okay, and about what Nadia said, I'm going to talk to Zoe, and we'll see how we can open the group. But I actually what I'm trying to say is that, sometimes it's really difficult because you cannot be talking, or if somebody comes up with something in the group, I am pretty sure that we are very few that's going to be answering, and it is not encouraging. Like next time, if there's something, you come again and write. For example, as I told you guys, we needed help for for that cookout, and basically nobody responded. I even texted Zoe to ask if anybody from the evening class called, and nobody responded. So it's not encouraging.
Hey, Dada, stop saying nobody answering because you didn't say it in the group. When
I
I
said
asked
it in
you
the
to our
group.
group, listen, please. Yes, let me finish, please. Let me finish. When I ask you, do we have to give something like money? You said to Silver Spring Group, no, nothing. I asked you even 2 days before. I met Nadia. I asked Nadia. We were preparing that presentation today. So I supposed to go with Nadia to Paul's house to cook also that day. Nadia, remember. But don't say you didn't say nothing. You asked nobody answer. Because everybody asked you in the group.
Nobody answered.
You are the first person, you don't show up.
But Bibish is making a point that she asked you if you guys were supposed to contribute and you said no.
And that's what was supposed to be done. And I said it. Nobody's supposed to contribute in the evening class, and that was
Why?
it. It's not like the Natu.
But don't
because I remember that Zoe sent something like each person is going to contribute $10.
That was when the cooker was supposed to be. I don't know if September was, and he had never come to me about that. So when he came to me, we were not supposed to contribute anything. And you remember, it is Anita who sent it to you, and it was on September something. When he came up to me with the new date, we were not supposed to contribute. It's not like we were supposed to contribute, and I did not tell the class. No, we were not supposed to contribute.
No, maybe accidentally he didn't tell you, or he felt like
that's what I was about to say. Like
group late, so he felt like maybe they shouldn't contribute because they weren't there at the beginning. That's what maybe he asked you not to contribute. But even with the participation, he was expecting that you guys would be there at least, saying that okay, it's not really about the money, it's about the participation, given the fact that Prof has subsidized most of the occasion.
Nadia, the thing is that when they decided to contribute, Prof haven't accepted to sponsor the event yet. So when Prof accepted to sponsor the event, we weren't supposed to give anything anymore, and that's when I was contacted. So he could not just refund the money to Jacqueline me, so he just joined the money together. It's not like we were supposed to contribute anything, and I did not come to the class.
Yeah, okay, I get the point. Yeah, I get the point.
Yeah, so
Anyways,
that's it.
Anyways, like somebody said, it's important for us to forget about what happened and try to see how we move forward. But I just have this to share with those who don't scam for things like that and who don't understand. My little knowledge makes me to understand that American society believes a lot in networking. A lot at our level now, for real. For those who have taken ORC and those stuff, you see that they start sending you some messages on your Yahoo Mail and things like that about Oracle having a server. At our level now, we need to start belonging in those things. Like when you have an error and you put it up and then you see the answer comes up, these are associations that just sit like that and answer. We need to, there's no way we can, even in colleges here, they tell you there's no way somebody can be teaching you what is economics, because everything that they are teaching us, we can Google it. But we now need to know how to live that corporate way. How can you see a morning class student and engage that student in a conversation without both of you knowing each other? How can you, because when you go to that place of work, they introduce you there, you need to start a conversation. And it's going to be like the same thing that we have. You go into that cookout and you don't know anybody, and you meet somebody and say, hey, are you class 24? The person say, no, I'm morning class. You say, this is, and the conversation starts. We must learn those things. There is, to me, I don't know about others, but to me, there's basically no way you can function without being in those things, without engaging in those conversations, having some little arguments when we meet like that, and then having at the end settling on something, at the end exchanging. We must network. If we don't go for events now and we think that probably for us to go for event must be so formal and Prof needs to sing it to us, then I don't see that we need 5 years experience on our CV. Then we probably need to be babies that Prof is sending out of school. With 5 years experience, they know that you have worked in so many different places. I just need to come to that place and start a conversation from nowhere. And the best and easiest way we can learn is by going there. I went there, I saw a couple of people, some people engaged me in conversation from different angles, and I admire it, and I learned it and I put it in my head. If I go somewhere and meet, be it Indians or Chinese or whosoever people, I know how I will start them in a conversation and go. So please, let's try to take it off Prof hands and off our leader's hand and off Renata's hand and off everybody's hand and engage by ourselves and make this happen, please.
Well said, Jones.
This is so true.
But I mean, Jones, you know, not discrediting anything, instead I agree with everything that you said. One of the things you have to also take into consideration, you know, concerning the evening class, you know, is there more parents in evening class than in the morning class? That's number one.
Yeah,
coming to that, parents, people with
definitely.
family with kids and all that stuff, you know, than in the morning class. That's number one. I was at the event.
Can I cut you?
Go ahead.
So now to me finish.
Wait, you based on what to say that? Because that's the idea I was thinking till I started knowing the people in the morning class. No, they are not different from us. They are also parents, I'm telling you.
No, but a lot of parents, but the reality is we have more young and energetic people in the morning
Yeah,
class. That's the truth.
point that I'm making,
he's correct on that. He's correct on that.
What I'm saying is it's totally different. I mean, I know a few people have parents, kids and all that stuff, you know, but you come into the morning class, you're more, a lot of younger people, they're more energized. But my point is saying that is taking this Corona stuff into consideration and all of that stuff. I was willing to come, but I'm like, you know, I have, you know, my kid at home, you know, Corona is still here and all that stuff. So, you know, myself and other class maybe decide to go together. And I, you know, like, okay, I'm gonna put my mask on and, you know, let's come and, you know, associate and see what happens. One of the things that freaks me out when I got there is like nobody had on a mask. And I'm like, you know, I don't know where you came from. I don't know what is what. I was supposed to socialize and have conversation with you and you just forget about Corona. That stuff freaks me out when I get there. And I'm like, you know.
So were you expecting what? So basically what you're saying, you're expecting we're gonna be having masks on.
Listen, I understand if you eat.
No. I get your point, right? No, I get your point. Actually, I've worked in the healthcare field, just so you know. The thing is, most of us will try to practice this mask thing. To the best of my knowledge, from what I observe, 80% of us do it wrongly. And at the end point, I'm like, there's just no need having it on if I'm not doing the right thing.
So one of my thing was saying that is right. I would see people having conversation in each other's face without a mask, and that's I'm like, you know, I don't get that.
Yeah, I understand you.
And that was the reason. Yeah, that was a more reason why Prof didn't want us to have it at his place. He said go to the park because it's more airy. The virus is gonna be out there, not really like in a confined environment. That's why we had to move it from Prof's place to the park.
And at Prof's place, everybody had a mask, by the way.
That was a more reason why he pushed us out of his place to the park.
Oh.
But again, I still
yeah,
think
I get your point, Devon.
No, actually I get your point, but at the same time, I don't know. If we're gonna keep saying Corona at the end point. Corona it looks like it's still coming back. The COVID is coming back. It's never gonna end. We just have to figure out a way how to do it. I don't know, like.
So like just like how we meeting right here on Zoom. I don't suggest we meet on Zoom because we already do class on Zoom. But we can have discussion where everybody put on the mic. You get to see people put on the camera, you know, and just have a 1 hour chit chat with everybody. You get to see, because when I went to the event there, except for the few people that you know their voice that speak a lot on Zoom and, you know, put on the camera, I couldn't remember some people from the evening class either. So I know a few of us was there, but, you know, unless they were pointed out to me, I was like, shoot, I didn't even remember that was from evening class. So we can even start with a Zoom session. Everybody put a camera on. We have different, you know, discussion, whatever the case may be. Just chillax on a 1 hour. You got to see people and all that stuff, engage in a conversation. And then we can start meeting, you know, as an evening group. And then because if we're not meeting at the evening and we don't even know each other in the evening and then try to blend with the morning, it's like, you know, what's going on?
The thing is, the reality is you cannot, you might want to meet with the evening and you cannot force everybody to meet. But at the same time, you might get yourself into the morning class and you find more people that they want to meet with you.
Yeah, but it's what Naja is saying is true. Like Devon, we should better meet. So like at least by interacting with those people, you know their name. Then even if you don't see them, by the time you see them, you just put a face on the name. But if you don't even know the name and know that the person is your class, it becomes more difficult. At least if you know the name, you are like, oh, this is Nadia. Oh, finally, I'm
telling you the same way the guy was like, oh my
Yeah,
God,
like-
I know you so well. I'm like, I don't
You're
even
like,
know you.
okay, I finally meet you. This is Nadia. Okay, this is Khalifa. Oh, okay. I finally put a face on the name. But at least you know them. This is Devon. Like, yeah, but at least you already know those people. You know names, but you don't know the faces. But when you don't know both, you are completely lost. Like, are you in my class? Yes. Oh, wow.
Miss your voice in the back, Natu. I asked about you to everybody. I was like, where is Natu?
All of our one map was Zoom, now they know.
Don't worry. We'll wear that must go profit restaurant.
Okay.
In a city that one time. We'll go
Okay,
by our profit
next
restaurant, come
one.
together both morning and evening. Okay, guys, good night.
Good night.
Nice coming again to the evening class after a long time.
So what's the plan? We haven't come up with a plan. Like, are we gonna meet sometime? Come up with a plan? What's what? Are you gonna?
I think the first thing we should need to do is we should create
What
that
I-
WhatsApp group.
what
That should be our
Yes,
first starting point right now, because that's much flexible right now. Let's start with the WhatsApp group. Everybody get in there. We can discuss that in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, Ronaldo, you'll be responsible for that.
No problem.
So at least we starting
Nadia.
somewhere.
I think I know the voice. Okay.
Oh, you don't know the
problem,
voice?
guys.
Okay, let me.
I mean, I think I heard that. Were you at Prophet?
Come on, me.
You
Did
don't
you
know
see the face
Nadia?
now?
Yeah, you were there.
See,
I
no,
know.
just go to the money class and say the person
No,
that
I
the
know she
best
was
pop off,
there.
and you know. Just ask for the pop off, the
Come
minister
on.
of pop off.
Do you see the face now?
I was there and I spoke to you right away.
Exactly. So now you know the person.
So just go to the money class and say minister of pop off, and they will
That's why
direct
he
you.
said share your video so we can see your faces.
They will direct you to
Eh,
Nadia.
I saw another there. I saw
Devon,
another at
that's what you said, right? He ran
Yes,
away.
yes.
So,
No, I'm here. I'm here.
So now do you see my own face?
I literally just stopped. I have to put on my camera and all that stuff to see. I was driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know you never met me before. This
Oh.
is Nadia.
No, I met you more than once. You were telling Jones about the after party, remember?
Oh yeah. Okay.
That
Now
was me, yes. Yep.
okay.
Even in the OCA exam and stuff, I saw you.
You see, I'm always everywhere, round the clock.
Yeah.
Interview room, the thing I'm class 24.
Oh boy.
Okay, Renata, please stop.
Okay, no problem. Thank you guys so much for. Thank you, Natu, especially.
Natu,
Okay,
thank you
guys
for
have a
bringing
good-
it up.
Yeah.